Okay. All right. Welcome to week 5. So just now there, okay, the first sessions that I made before is based on how I developed these particular kind of what we call that characters, subject matters into a character, a manga character, okay. So based on these references, okay, or this manga style there, okay, okay, manga have a few different kind of genre style there, okay, shonen, shouju there, okay, or whatever style there, okay, for work on it. So I I thought basically, okay, this is basically one of the style that I might going to be used, okay, to develop this kind of characters over here. But at the same times, I did not basically just applying those kind of style according to the references there. Okay, that means I didn't actually just trace them. I'm using this particular kind of references to guide me to develop into my kind of way of working for this character design there. Okay, especially on developing those manga there. Okay, if you look closely, it's over here. Okay, the way that I conduct those kind of line works, and especially the structures. Okay, they will define my kind of understanding to works on that. But of course, okay, I did basically show you guys in the first stage of my demonstrations how actually I arrange basically the head structures, okay, adjust a bit more on the next kind of alignments and the proportion as well that you works on that. And I'm using basically the same subject matter that I used to work with the caricatures, okay, assignment 2 kind of what we call that references in order for me to execute to our assignment 3. I'm not saying that you cannot actually draw other kind of character that can combine with your features there, but the problem is right now, I don't want you guys to cut yourself just to trace other people characters that works. The greatest challenge that you have to face right now is how actually you're going to compile all these element of references before you design into your own characters. That's the first thing that you should understand there, how it works. Okay, if I want to make your life or make our development more easy, you just trace, huh? But what are the benefit that came over from there? What are the things that you learn from those tracing kind of methods? Nothing. Okay, that's why we need to avoid them. So we have to go through back again all these references. Okay, if I want to turn this one guy become a cyborg, wearing other suits, become a monsters or whatsoever, do your own research visually, put into those references, okay, right here, or guideline, or you can actually put into the mood board, and then you actually can start to redraw according to your understanding there, okay, based on the sketches at the same times, okay. So what I did right now, though, okay, I have two different kind of design that I've been create, and this one basically I did just now also, but not a proper kind of chibi character. I just using basically references basically back again to works, but not entirely look like a chibi character style there, right? Okay. But I'm going to go through that kind of what we call that stage later on. But right now, what I did right here, if I want to convert all these kind of elements into a bit more details, of course lah, it takes basically your imaginative knowledge and experience to work on that. Okay, all the elements of those line and structure that I play will came from the basic structures. Okay, and all those elements will combine together from the references that I have in mind there, right? Okay, to works. But in order for you to execute properly, you must be able to go through basically to the ref. Okay, let's just say cyborg search for characters design. Okay, so this is basically one of those method that you should basically use, okay, to study a bit more further on this element there, right? Okay. For me, though, okay, is a good way for you to study the whole elements, okay, and bring over all these references to your samples there, okay. All these kind of elements quite nice, okay, for you to works. For example, if I'm copy this one, look interesting for me, though, okay, to study here, and then paste right here as a part of my references. It would be nice for me to see that, okay, from here. Okay. I'll just put those as a part of my references there to works. And of course, you want to develop from there the easiest way you trace. Okay, those are the easiest way. For examples, you actually can select this spot over here like this. I can copy and paste, put it right here. Okay. And then the next thing that I can do, I will basically flip horizontals and a scale. Right. That's basically the most easiest way that you works. But when you guys choose basically the proper kind of subject matters, okay, you must be able to see the proportions there, okay, as well. Is it the proportion are going to be suitable or not that you work? And of course, okay, if you look closely, this particular kind of features is based on a women features, not a man features there, right? That's also one of the challenges there, right? So you must be able to improvise from what you see properly there first, okay, in order for you guys to make it work. If for me there, okay, what I can do from here, what I can do, I will try, okay, as the best that I can to improvise those elements there. Okay, what we can do from here. Okay, one of the method that I can use from here is by develop more better kind of understanding on the sketch on the structures itself, that right? Okay. So what I can do from here, of course, the best way, I will cut these areas there first. Copy and paste. Okay. So I'm not going to use this one to work on that. Now basically I have basically this character as the guideline that okay, to works. Okay. To mix them up together. So the next thing that I should do there, okay, to begin to sketch, of course, okay, I can actually okay adjust a bit more on the sketches over here. So this one basically features of a women body there, okay. So if I want to make it into a man, of course I have to start to sketch back again. Now I have to look back again, okay. If the man features is a bit different there, it may be going to be look like this. But it came from the basic structures there, okay? Basic structures there, right? So a bit more bulky there, okay, from that side. And this one also a bit more bulky there, right? Huh? Okay, the shoulders basically, okay, using basically this squarish, okay, type of element there. So if you look back again, how actually I sketched them up, I did not basically just trace them, but I'm using basically my gesture kind of method there, okay, of drawings to execute this kind of particular kind of way of working there, okay. And of course, this part also the same thing. Generally, what I did right now, I did not basically just simplify using basically okay those references entirely that works, but I try to improvise a little bit right okay, from there. That's basically your creative process are going to be applied okay during the studies there. But of course, all these kind of sketches, you need basically to understand back again how to execute and clean up those lines later on. What I did basically right now is based on my kind of experience when I draw them. Okay, it takes time there, guys. Okay, to study all these mechanical kind of things there. But if you're not basically understand how it works, it's going to be hard for you there, okay, to develop them. And you're going to turn over, you can end up basically just trace them there, okay, entirely. This one came from the apple seed kind of elements, okay. You know apple seed? You don't know? Apple seed there, right? Have you washed them? No. All right. Apple seed, okay, just wash them, okay. Maybe the glasses okay change a bit. Yeah. So what I did right now, even though we have the references with us right here, you see, I designed a features of this cyborgs, okay, suit, but based on the more like a man kind of looks there, okay, rather than look like a woman just now there. This is the process of developing ideas there, guys. There should be work, okay? Sketches there. So sketches are going to give you guys a lot of importance kind of informations before you add some details.